The Super Bowl countdown is on, and while the Chiefs and 49ers get in some more practice before the big game, the fans aren't waiting. In Miami, fans can be a superstar or meet a superstar, check out their favorite player's locker, or get some gear of their own. Hundreds of thousands of fans are expected to visit Miami this week. And there is no doubt there's a lot of excitement behind Sunday's big game. And that means online gambling will be increasing over the next few days, too. Joe Ranieri talked with an expert on what to look out for when you place your bets on Super Bowl Sunday, Joe.
Yeah, a lot of people are excited for Super Bowl Sunday and the opportunity maybe make a little money from the game as well. Online sports gambling has been growing wildly popular over the last several years, especially with new apps like Oregon Lottery's Scoreboard app that launched last fall. Angie White is a product marketing manager with iOvation, a TransUnion company in downtown Portland. The company looks over millions of online bets and transactions every day, and they look for any potential fraud. Well, take a look at this map here. See all those flashing red dots on the map there? Well, those are fraudulent transactions, and what White and her team does is make sure those transactions don't go through. From 2018 and 2019, iOvation saw a 72% increase in what they call bonus abuse. That's when a gambling site offers some type of incentive, like giving a new player house money. What that player does is create multiple accounts with different email addresses in order to receive the same bonus multiple times.
Fraudsters, they come in, and these are pretty coordinated fraud rings where they'll go in and they set up, 100 or 1,000 new accounts to exploit that bonus. So it can really have a big effect on gambling operators. And the
company also saw a rise in mobile transactions, with nearly 80% coming from cell phones and tablets. While the number of online gambling is expected to spike over the next couple of days, White says it's important to pay attention to where you're making your bets at and make sure it's a reputable site or app you're placing those bets on. And Laurel, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.